Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome back. We are finally heading to Benny at M1 with the drift car. So finally get a proper tune on the car. So I'm actually super pumped. Slightly nervous. Just naturally nervous. And I want to see what it does. So we're going to go down there and check that out. See what she does. So I'm gauging 400 horse. I don't really need any more power than what it had. And it had about 400 horse. So 400 horse, properly tuned, should be good. Let's go. So we are down here. Car is in. We've got to get a couple things, but it's in. It's on. All right. So the base timing is set. Car's strapped down. Slightly nervous. Just all the things that you put together. It's like now is the test that you actually put it together, because it was a very late night for me last night. So let's go. Let's go, baby. So Benny's currently just loading it up, finding the knot. Nothing's exploded. It's good. Probably on 9 pounder boost. What we did is change where the VCT turns on. That's all we did for that run. And we've gone from 337. I mean, there's no timing put into it just yet. And that was literally playing VCT. We've jumped off with an extra 20 horse just by changing the VCT and advancing on that itself. You can't do that. You can't do that if you try.
0, 0.
Oh, that's funny as. I can't believe that. Here we are trying to just diagnose if the clutch doesn't want to hold up, and we added some boost and just 400. Yeah, that'll do. Got me extra 2 horsepower from before. Alright, so we're at... She's actually made over 400. She's gone 417. At the moment, my fuel pump's not ideal. I'm trying to read I don't know what I'm fully reading there, but Benny's doing stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, but either way, something wrong with my fuel. Something has to happen with the fuel. So I think I'm either gonna need to go dual pumps. I don't know, it's amazing how this worked with the stock ECU. It's so rich. With us fine tuning the boost, the way it comes on and all that, how quickly it runs out of fuel. Like this car will be that much better to drive. It's insane. Even though it's actually made a little bit more power, that wasn't even the goal. The goal was to same horsepower is fine, but just to be that much more drivable. So I find what he was going to tell me. He said I just need to fix it, but he didn't say exactly what I need to fix. We're going along the lines where I need to go bigger lines and maybe a new pump. I've had that fuel pump in there for a little while, so maybe it's a little bit down on that, but E85 does demand quite a bit, so more dollars, but it should be alright. So spinning tyres on the dyno, which is kind of cool. I don't know what torque we're at just yet, but I'll find out at the very end of this. So yeah, sounds pretty rowdy, even with the 50mm gate. The boost is just, you've seen the line, it's just dead straight, which is sick. It's kind of weird to see that, because normally on my other cars, the wastegates I put as small as I can go for it to work just. But I've just gone the biggest, like he said, and that's what's on. So 417. I do prefer the 400 flat, that's more appealing. So we're currently trying a different fuel pressure regulator as bit of poppy. Like I was saying, we've tried the other fuel reg on just to see if we were having potentially the fuel pump running out of puff, and it is the fuel pump running out of puff. We took the FPR 800 off, we put a 2000 on, which is now, I believe, Turbo Smart FPR 8, which is the 2000. So they don't sell the 800s anymore, it's just the big boys. So we've chucked one on to test and see how it goes. It is a little bit better, but we're essentially going to have to go to twin pumps, bigger lines, stuff like that. But it's essentially 417 horses out the tyres, which is, I don't even care if it had that much, but it's good. Alright, so we're currently, we've done some investigating, and we've got a feeling that the 044 pump, it is, I think it's at least a year old. I'm not sure how long, it's been a while. But I think that's died, so we're losing fuel flow. So Benny's got the fuel analyzer thing on the, measures the fuel content, the flow rate and all that, and we're losing like heaps. So bad, like we can't even leave it like that. So we've got a fuel pump coming, we're gonna whack that in, and hopefully she's made over the 400 horses, which is great, but now we just need to make sure it doesn't implode itself. And you know, obviously if we leave it now and just throw a pump in, the pressures will be different, so the tune will be totally off again. So got to get that in, got to get that sorted. What a day it has been, a late night and early morning. I don't know how I'm looking here, but I'm feeling wrecked. All right, so I have changed the fuel pump. The fuel pump is no good, but man, we've essentially gained a litre, how's the measurement go? Litre per minute by changing the pump. Same pump, just old. When I say old, it's about a year old, so it's old. We're gonna go see how we go. We have got some more fuel. Hopefully we've got some more flow. Obviously pressure was good, but we didn't have flow. So we've got flow now. That's why he's got this bad boy machine. This, yeah mate. You're not on the Gold Coast, you can't get me to tune your car. Whoever's tuning your car, make sure they got this. Helps diagnose many problems. So we've put our original fuel rig back on. Like I said, new fuel pumps in there. Basically giving it a run to see what it does. I do need to upgrade the original fuel lines. Basically for the fuel system to be at that power, I need to go a little bit bigger. There's a bit of restriction in the original fuel line, so that's for another time where we're going to sort that out. He's going to tune around it now, but ultimately for maximum reliability and peace of mind. We need to change some things. Come back, get the E85 and 98 tuned together, and then we'll be ready to just beat on it, hopefully, for many years to come. So to finalise this video, now that I'm back at the shop, Benny has had the AU overnight, threw some different spark plugs in, and he has done the cold start tune. So I'm here to pick it up and going to drive back to the shop. So hopefully that's successful now that it's got a little bit more power, and there's no space or anything on the front, so I don't know how it's going to drive, but keen to feel it, a little bit nervous. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and school traffic is well on its route. Anyway, we'll hit it. Alright, so in the morning I took it home and I'm going to try cold start, and it's raining, which I'm not excited to drive home or to the shop because the AC thing under the dash is broken. Evaporator, is that the one? And the heater core is busted, so if it fogs up, I don't even have weather shield, so this will suck if once I need to open the window. But first start up. Oosh, she's on. This man knows exactly what he's doing. Alright guys, now that you made it this far into the video, so I thought I would close this, the dyno thing, and explain a little bit on the dyno sheets what happened to the fuel and that stuff. So, final figure was 417 horsepower on 14 psi, so nice little straight curve here. That's your boost, that's the power, so the power's here, boost is here. Now, one of the runs on 13, I think it's 13 psi, I had to share this because this never happens. 400 horsepower. Benny, I said, how many times do you get a flat number? He said this is like the 3rd car he's ever had in, I think, the 4 years he's had that dyno in that place was a flat number. So the AU got one. Now, that was a strength. You guys were with us there for that one. The last one here I wanted to explain. So what's happening? So 415 horsepower was with the fuel. So this green line here is where the fuel currently is at the moment. So this is your liters per minute down here. Basically, before we check, as the fuel pump died, so this is where the fuel pump was at. It was pretty much out of fuel. Like, that's zero fuel. That's less than half a litre of fuel left in top RPM, which is very bad. So the fuel pump, which had good pressure, and even though it had good PSI, it didn't have flow. So Benny's machine, so a big thing that he's got in the hooks up and everything, shows all this stuff. So, you know, if your tuner doesn't have this, there's so many times where your car would go out the door, you're thinking it's all good, but there's something that could be so avoidable, like fuel flow, which will not show up on any of your sensors. You'll have like a pressure droppage, but it won't show a flow. His machine tells flow, so that's exactly what this puppy is. As soon as we changed it, we threw another run. Straight away, the fuel was back up. I mean, the good thing here is the Link sorted out the AFRs and kind of got it sorted, but still not ideal. So, I mean, it was only a matter of time till the fuel pump died, and it wasn't even that old of a fuel pump. It was probably just over a year, if that, old, from brand new. So, very important. Fuel flow, very super duper important. So which obviously our end result was 417 horsepower. And I just tell people what's 400 horsepower because what's 15 horsepower matter? It's got more than the Mustang anyway. So hope that makes sense. Throw any questions out that you've got in the chat there, but I'm hoping that kind of explains enough. I'm not great at explaining some of these things because I just understand what's going on. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you the following week. Peace out.
When I leave.
Also, to let you guys know, obviously we are doing 2 Matsuri. So we are going on the 1st and 2nd of October. We'll be down in Coffs Harbour getting rowdy with the beaters. Everyone's pretty much going down. So if you want to come check out some rowdiness, probably on the first day is more important because we might not even be doing Sunday because the cars might be just totally stuffed. But then the following weekend after that, I think it's the 7th and 8th, or 8th and 9th, one of those, of October is QR Matsuri. We'll be there in the Mustang and the drift car, taking some Paso laps, selling merch. So come check that out. Support us if you can. Support the event if you can, because QR Matsuri has kind of suffered a little bit. Obviously people are having a bit of a whinge about all the barriers and all that crap. But nonetheless, we're going to go there. Personally, not my favourite place at all to drift, but we're there to go do some drifting. So we'll see you there. Peace again.